Hey guys, and welcome to game number 42 out of 100 of my Human vs. AI series, where I'm taking on the AI-powered Scrabblebot BestBot in a 100-game match. I'm currently at 17 wins, 24 losses, coming off of a pretty tough loss in game 41, but it was a really interesting and well-played and hard-fought game, so be sure to check that one out if you haven't already. I've still got my Lucky Woogles hoodie on, so hoping I can get some better luck this game and come away with a win. Looks like our opening rack is going to be pretty straightforward here. Fanny for 30, keeping PS seems like the clear play. And I've drawn Pelages, so nice draw here on turn 2. Now hopefully it'll go down. I don't believe it plays at the moment, but hopefully the bot will be kind enough to give me a spot. I guess if not, I also have Pelages for 40 as a non-bingo double-double, which is, as the board currently stands, probably my best option. Almost certainly enough points to justify playing over something like Peg. 23 is a lot to give up. But yeah, mostly just like I said, going to wait and hope for a spot for my bingo and play it if I get it, and probably play the double-double or something else if I don't get it. But we will just have to wait and see. Yeah, I mean, Pelages, Peg, not much else. There's nothing through the end. Spangle, but that leaves another E. So that's not a bingo. Yeah, I don't see much else here. There's probably some other 8s that I could potentially get. Not actually sure, though. What 8s are there with this rack? There's not all that many. And, did that give me a spot? I don't think so, unfortunately. It's too bad, because Pelages was now also blocked through the A. It almost works on the F column. Unfortunately, LIF is not a word, and I can't fit it with GIF. Swin is not good. Rats. Alright, well, do I have any now non-bingo double-doubles through the NA, like planages? That's not a word. Almost appanages. Leanages is not a word. Lasagna doesn't work. Galena is not double-double. Yeah, maybe not. Seaplane, Spillion. I guess Peg here is actually fine. Yeah, 24 points. That's more than Peg would have scored before. AELS is a fantastic lead. Yeah, that's got to be correct. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, is there something here? Yeah, there's amulets and muletas. Those will play with my. Amulets looks pretty, well, it doesn't play there, but Xenial is good. So I can play amulets or muletas on the K column now. So muletas over here for 81 or amulets over here for 81. Probably amulets just so I don't put the S out in the open, right? Because when I play, or if I play muletas, then I give the bot an S to work with, which makes it a little bit easier to fit some bingos. And otherwise, they're pretty identical positionally. Both of them put the T on this row to the triple, so they're equivalent over there. And both of them put the M next to this double underscore, and they're pretty easy to overlap. So I think amulets is perfectly fine. Interesting draw here. I've got some good stuff, but also some clunky stuff. KPVZ. It's a lot of consonants. Probably gonna, I don't even know what I'm gonna do with this. It's gonna depend a lot, obviously, on what my options are after the bot's next play, which is a bingo of errand. I'm very close to Zelkovas through the A as a bingo, which would be pretty awesome, but not gonna happen. And what do I have here? I don't think I have all that much from this T in amulets. Do I have anything next to amulets over here? Probably not. I don't really think so. I mean, I don't want to keep too many of these consonants together either. I do need to be a little bit wary of that. Not thrilled about Zex, just because of plays under it if the bot has drawn some A's, but it might be my best option. Could play Spokes. Keep ZV. Pretty clunky leave. I feel like whatever I do here is going to keep a clunky leave, though. Like, I don't think I can get rid of 3 of my consonants. I have to get rid of 2. And I can't get rid of ZV. I don't have Evzone or Zouave. So, like, whatever I keep is going to be 2 of those tiles, including the V or the Z. It's going to be clunky. So I should need to figure out what the least clunky thing possible is that makes sense. See, is it Zex keeping OPSV? Maybe Nosp keeping ZEV? No, that seems pretty rough. Huh. Yeah, I mean, Zex is actually not all that dangerous. Like, the bot would need probably 2 A's to really cause a lot of damage. Yeah, I mean, it still does give back. Or I guess an A and an I also. Yeah, I don't really love Zex. I don't really want to play Zerk, though. It's 10 fewer points. It's a lot to give up. Nowhere to play, like, Evoke or anything. I mean, maybe Spokes VZ. It's kind of tough leave. I mean, the Z does have a lot of potential, though, like, for plays at L1 next to Amulets for 50 points. Like, it's got some good potential to score on this board. So I don't necessarily hate keeping the Z. And Spokes doesn't give back the same amount of points that Zek does. Now, I don't love shedding the S. But that being said, I mean, the S right now is not all that useful. There aren't really any S hooks on this board. Like, Aaron's obviously doesn't take another S. Xenial doesn't take an S, and that wouldn't even be that helpful. So I don't think the S is actually that vital to keep. So I don't necessarily mind spending it with Spokes. I mean, VZ is definitely better than VP. It's a very weird play to make, but I don't really want to give back an easy 40, 50-point play with Zex. I'm really not dying to him. Like I said, I think the Z has some good potential to score in that L1 spot if it stays open. So I feel like that's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. All right, I mean, that's fine, because now I have, like I said, I have Zori for 50 plus if that stays open. And if it doesn't, then I guess I have Visor. Like, I have options. Yeah, I mean, I just really felt like getting rid of one of the V and the P was more important than saving the S. And like I said, with Zex, if the bot had even just like HI is an easy 40 points. It's so easy for the bot to just score 40 points there for nothing. Ouch. Idolatry for 94. That definitely stings a little bit. But yeah, Zori, I think, has to be right. I mean, it's just so many more points than anything else. Puts me back in the lead. Hopefully the bot doesn't have a massive play through that Z. But we will find out. I pull another V, so not exactly what I wanted. But at least I've got a couple vowels. Wow, another bingo by the bot. 3 in a row now. It gets down dacoits for 68. And I am definitely in a pickle. I mean, I do not want to play Zeal keeping VVRN. That's just utterly abhorrent, to say the least. But what else am I going to do? That's the problem. Something here? I don't even know what. Varna, Navar, none of those fit. I mean, how do I get rid of both V's? Other than playing Viva for like 10. Is it? I mean, I guess I could play Vov. It's so few points. I don't know. Do I actually dare play Zeal? I mean, maybe I do, because I also stop him from scoring 40 there easily. Maybe I do need to play Zeal. Like, honestly, I can't afford to get out of striking distance. Like, I'm down 55 now. If I get down 80, the problem is, like, even a bingo isn't going to be enough. So I probably do need to play Zeal. There are a bunch of vows left, so if I can maybe bail myself out of the V's next turn, and then bingo, and just hope the bot drew poorly, that's probably my best chance. I think I need to go here. I need the points. I need to take out that spot. I feel like I have to do this. I mean, I don't want to do it, obviously, but I think I have to. Yeah, I mean, this is bad. I sort of asked for it, but yeah, this is pretty bad. like Arvo somewhere, and the bot plays quit. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have played Zeal. I don't even know. I guess Arvo here is fine. 26 points. A lot of E's left. If I can pull an E or two, then this rack NRV could actually work reasonably well. I mean, this looks pretty forced. It's 26 points. Not going to do better than that with this garbage. Gets rid of one of my V's and one of my R's. I mean, hard to do much better than this, I think. Okay. Looks alright. I've got Navissert, but I don't have an I. The I in quit, unfortunately, isn't going to work for that. Probably going to just play Centavo to that O if it stays open, trying to blow through as many tiles as I can, score points, and hopefully get that blank. It's going to be tough, I think, to win without the blank. What am I down? 57? Yeah, I mean, I probably need to bingo. I wonder if I should play Vector because it's the last A. I mean, I don't think the A really has all that much value, though. Dang, I'm close to Ventifact. That would be insane. If my R was an F, I could play Ventifact as a 9. That would be amazing. I mean, I just can't afford to play Var and Fish. I can't score 6 points here at this deficit. Yeah, I think Centavo. Just burn through as many tiles as I can. Really hope to draw that blank. This pool is ugly. I mean, OOOUUWIIIJ. This pool is pretty bad, other than that blank. So I just gotta hope to get lucky and hope the bot didn't get lucky. I mean, that's the only way I'm gonna come back at this point. It scores well. Does block the right a little bit, which I'm not thrilled about, but it also gives me, especially if the bot got a bad draw, I could maybe come back without a bingo. This pulls me within 20, so if I get a good draw and the bot gets a bad draw, I definitely have some chances here. I think this is probably still the right play. All right. That's a pretty good draw. Pull the blank, BFW, so probably not bingoing, but I'm getting close. If I can just play Fuse somewhere, or Wife, we're going to have to see what the bot comes up with. He plays Joe. Yeah, I guess the thing is now, there just aren't a ton of places to bingo. So yeah, maybe I shouldn't have played Centavo, because yeah, now, where am I bingoing? Or am I bingoing? Do I want to try to bingo? I mean, maybe I just play, yeah, Jib probably isn't going to work. There's 3 E's left. It seems pretty unlikely to work. So the problem is I'm not going to bingo to this U or this I. Like, that just doesn't really seem possible. Maybe I need to, I might need to burn the blank. Oh, that seems so bad. I'm still down 5 after that. That seems pretty bad. Yeah, the problem is if the bot has an O, it can just overlap and score. Maybe I was thinking I could play Jive, and the bot might not have a good play through that E. Maybe that's a better plan than just Jib. No idea. And I guess I could maybe get an 8 through this O in Idolatry. It's conceivable. Not really sure what. Or maybe I can... How do I open another line? There's got to be some way for me to open another line. Like, maybe like this? It's not much of a line, though. Tricky turn. Yeah, EEW is just not going to cut it with that leave. I guess the real question is, I'm down, what, 44? Is there any chance of winning this game without bingoing? It's not going to be easy. Yeah, burning the blank just seems crazy. I think if I just play Frau, the bot's going to play from this F and be up still 30 plus points and probably just win. Jib, what are the odds the bot doesn't have an E? Pretty slim. Maybe if I play Jib, then if If it plays with the E, then I can play EEW, and if it doesn't have another E, I could maybe get something. Maybe? I just don't know what else I can really do. Like, how can I open up the top? It's pretty tricky. Yeah, I mean, BI over here, it doesn't really open much. I mean, there's the OB hook. There's plays on the 8 row, but I don't think that's going to really score enough for me if the bot just underlaps Joe. I guess the bot might not have an O. Seems unlikely it would play Joe that quickly without holding an O. But maybe possible? And the problem is anything I try to open here... Well, maybe I could play... You know what I could do? I could play, like, Bower. Setting up a blank S hook. I mean, then, at least if the bot plays something under the J, I have a chance to hit a bingo there, potentially. It's not the craziest idea I've seen. Not that likely to hit a bingo with FI drawing into this pool. But it at least forces the bot to make a choice. Like, does it... But then I can also just block next to Bower. And yeah, I don't know. I don't think that works, because then the bot just blocks. It plays a 3 right here. And, I mean, something like of is not going to cut it for me, I don't think, on my next turn. Yeah, I think I have to play Jib. And either hope it somehow doesn't have another E, which is unlikely, but I guess conceivable. Or that if it does, I can maybe play U and open something on the top. I mean, I still feel like this is more likely to win than burning the blank for Frau. I mean, that just seems like a crazy play. Yeah, I don't think I can do that. Yeah, I'm definitely not too thrilled about Jib, but I think I gotta do it. I almost have B Flower, unfortunately not quite. I draw another E. I mean, maybe the bot doesn't have an E. I don't know, it's possible. Anything's possible. And I guess if it doesn't, then I could be threatening Brew for quite a lot. I mean, yeah, it did have the E. I guess there was also the B hook for Jib. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I drew the other B. There was also a B on C. That was maybe not a great play. Okay, so... Now... I think I have to do this. I need to open a line. And... Yeah, I mean... If I just EEW, the problem is there's nothing I can even really draw with all those consonants. I mean, I guess I could hit B Dwarf, actually. I mean, I need to draw a D for B Dwarf. Pretty unlikely. And then the bot can probably just play something under the X and Xenial and block. Yeah, I think FEU is called for, because then at least if it plays through the F, it'll be giving me some tiles to work with. And if it doesn't have the E for FE, then it's not that easy for it to completely block, right? I mean, I guess I could play like Fig. I still think this is the play. Like, I need to try something. And maybe I can draw something through this O then. Ah, definitely did not want a U. Shoot. Yeah, it's been a pretty frustrating ending to this game. Maybe I'll get draw tube. No, it's not even possible. There's no A's or T's left. Yuck. Well, now, what if I fish the W and try to draw like redouble or something with an E draw? Then do I have anything on the left? That's the question. Redouble and... It's probably something, right? Burweed. Oh, actually, I have Burweed on my rack. It doesn't even play. Well, maybe if I draw an L. Yeah, so, okay, if I draw an L, and I have redouble and drumble, is that even going to be enough, though? Because I'm down 74 now. Might not even be enough. Wow. Yeah, I don't even think it's enough, because if I mean, what am I getting for my W? Like 10? If I draw an L, threatening Drumble, and it just plays GIF, right? And then, I mean, so let's see, 74, 10, 21, I'm down 85. I'd be getting 12. Well, actually, redouble is, no, it's not going to be enough. 72. I think I'd lose by 1. Wow. No, I'd lose by 2. I'd lose by 2. If my math is right. Huh. There's nowhere to play my W for more, right? I don't think so. Maybe rebounds. Thing is, it's always going to have GIF. What if I do, like... Wait a minute, what if I do this? Try to redraw the E for Burweed. And he can probably just play, like, Niggle or something, though. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. Dang. Huh, I'm kind of out of ideas here, unfortunately. Yeah, I think Centavo was a mistake. I really regretted that move after I made it. It just let the whole left side of the board get shut down, and there was nothing to go for on the right. Like, I needed that L to stay open. I didn't think that through well enough, unfortunately. That was a big mistake. But, oh well. Yeah, I don't really know here. I mean, I guess I'll just fish the W, because I don't really have anything to lose. So, let's play here, I guess. Got the N. So yeah, rebounds is there through that O. Do I have a 7 ending in an E? Bounder, rebound, unrobed. Blunder. Might actually not. So the bot can probably just block rebounds with something like guide, G-I-E-D to this D, and I don't think I'll have a bingo. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there are no 7s that end in an E on this rack, unless I'm missing something. Yeah, burdened doesn't work. Yeah, blunder, burdens, the 3 with an O. No, I'm pretty sure there's nothing. So, all right, yeah, this game is over. So I'm just going to pause the video and wait for the bot to move, and then I will be right back. All right, and the bot has played Logoi, so as I expected, blocking rebounds, it saves G-I-E on its rack, which it's probably going to go out with. He has Guy and Ear on top and Guy and F. All right, so the bot's going out. Good out in 2 by the bot. And what's my best play? What do I have with the B here? B. Do I have anything with the B? Huh. I might not even have anything with the B. I could play like defer. That's. Or unfed. I guess unfed. That's 30. So minus 4 times 2 is 8. 22 points net. Is that better than playing something like bundle? 24. It's the same. Also 22 points net. Bifid doesn't work. Yeah, so it probably doesn't really matter. Unless I have something here. I mean, I can play like on bear, on barb. I think that's good, but it doesn't fit. Or on bribed is not good. That's just unribbed. Yeah, I think just unfed is probably as good as I'm going to do. And the bot goes out. So another tough loss. 462, 399, 63-point loss. Yeah, I think, like I said, Centavo was probably a big strategic mistake, because I got the blank. I just never had a chance after that, it felt like. I just could never open anything up. So let's look through the earlier parts of this game. We'll get to that position later. Bot played win over dwarf, which probably makes sense. Keeps things a little tighter. Keeps a more well-developed lead. It seems like a good play. Peg looks good. Bingo didn't fit. And then, yeah, either amulets or muletas. Like I said, I'm fine with that. With amulets, it makes it a little bit tougher for the bot to bingo with the fact that I am not floating an S. Oh man, yeah, this turn. So yeah, it's either Zeps. I don't think that really makes any sense. I think Spokes is fine. Maybe I should play Nops just to hold the E. That's not unreasonable either, but I also kind of like blocking the S and taking a few extra points. Like I said, to me, just the S was less valuable to keep than it was to not give back these big plays like Ahi is 50 points right there, for instance, amongst other things. Like just easy 40, 50-point plays, and keeping PV together is really not great. So yeah, Idolatry comes down. Oh, Tiltyard, another pretty fun play that would have been a double-double. Zori looks good. Oh, Zowaria is interesting. I think Zori's fine. It's more points. It keeps the Vowel, which is good. And Zowaria still does take an L, so it's not without risk. Then Dacoits comes down, and oh man, this turn, yeah, I didn't see Vulva. Maybe I should do that. It deals a lot of points. I mean, it's hard not to take 39 points. And like I said, the problem with a play like Vulva is I do that. That's 14. The bot scores 39 there. That's a 25-point swing for the bot. The bot's going to be up 80. And at that point, even if I bingo, I'll still probably be down 10 in a turn. I'm still in bad shape. I feel like I need to keep the scoring pressure on, stop the bot from scoring, and try to stay within range, which I did manage to do. And then, yeah, this is the next turn. Like, it's the best equity play for sure, whether that or Vector. But the problem is, like I said, I'm just completely shutting down the right-hand side of the board with that O and that L. And now a play like the one the bot made just completely shuts off the left. Yeah, so Varric sort of has a similar problem in that it shuts down the whole left side. Now the bot can just play on the right. So I'm not sure that's better. This is what I should have done. I think this is what I should have done, because that sets up Curvet really nicely, too. It does block the left, but also creates a nice new threat with Curvet. And there's also only one D left, so not a lot of hooks. That, I think, is what I should have done. Yeah, see, all of these, it's not that easy to make a play that doesn't shut down one of the left or the right. I mean, Vac is just such a big point sacrifice that I'm still down enough. I think Curve is the play at this point in the game. Like I said, I'm just leaving myself way too vulnerable after a Centavo. And wow, what a leave. OOEU. I mean, it makes sense. You're setting up J Oplas, and oh my goodness, this turn just really threw me for a loop. Like, do I do that? I mean, I saw this. BFIR is pretty clunky. Do I play Fib and just ignore that spot? I feel like the bot almost certainly has an O after Joe, and it's just going to play there, and then I'll be down 50 on a dead board, and what am I doing, even with the blank? I don't know, guys. I mean, maybe, you know what? Maybe I should have played Frau. It's such a hard play to make, but maybe... I mean, it puts me down 5. I guess if the bot had had a bunch of vowels, it scores 18, and I'm down 23. Maybe I have some better chances at that point. I don't know. I certainly don't have good chances after Jib, especially there's that B hook, too, I mentioned. It's not a great play. It's so unlikely to actually work. I mean, yeah, I guess if I had played Frau, the bot would have played FOH. I'd probably still lose, but... Then, you know, though, at least it would give me something to work with. Yeah, I probably should have honestly played Frau. I don't know. It's a very tough play to make. Yeah, here, I think I just lose if I do this, because there's nowhere to bingo. I'm not going to make up 30 points. Like, this pool is not so bad. The bot's going to be able to score something. I just don't think I ever win in the endgame without bingoing. I feel like I have to try something like this, and try to maybe get something on the left end through the O. Then here, yeah, I mean, I definitely can't win without bingoing. So I have to fish, I think, if I want any chance. And yeah, I mean, I don't know what else I'm going to do. Yeah, the bot blocks, unbred. Yeah, I guess I think it still nets more because, for the bot, because then guy over here is more. Let's see. So that would have been 35, minus 6 is 29. My play was 22. Guy there is 13. 9. Okay, no, it would have been 3 better. So that's a 3-point spread mistake for me in the endgame there, but a little sloppy, but not the biggest deal at all. And yeah, I mean, honestly, you know, the analysis made me feel a little bit better. Centavo, Curve was definitely a better play strategically, I think. It's a very tough turn. It's like everything I wanted to do. I needed to score points, and everything that scores points blocks off like one of the 2 quadrants of the board that are still open. So... really difficult turn. I do think Curve would have been a little bit better than Centavo because it's just, as we saw, it's so hard. Even though I drew the blank, like I just never came close to winning without bingoing. I need to bingo there. And Centavo just allows plays like Joe that completely block everything. They block the D and errands. They block the floaters on the left. Yeah, so I don't know. Overall, I mean, I still played pretty well that game. No, like, glaring mistakes, but I do think that was a little bit strategically unsound. And yeah, just kind of a frustrating loss at the end. Like, I needed to open something and make something happen, and I just couldn't make it happen. So, oh well played to the bot as always, and another tough loss. We dropped 8 back now, 17 and 25. So really need to get on a good streak, and hopefully we can make that happen in game 43. So hope to see you guys there, and hope to put on a little bit of a better performance. And yeah, that's it for this one, guys. Thanks as always for watching. Of course, feel free to leave any suggestions or comments in the comment section. I always love hearing your thoughts on these games, and I will see you all soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye.